Hey there, so today I'm doing the Getting Back to Booktube tag, which is created by Katie from Vincent Van Stop, and I really liked her video. I was so excited when I was watching it to leave a comment because I was just like, same. Like, she talked about so many things that I completely agreed with and felt the same way, and I knew I was gonna make this video, so here it is. The first question is, why haven't you been making videos? I have been making videos, but very sporadically, and I feel like with less enthusiasm and excitement. And I think that's partly just because I've been making videos for a long time, and also I was in a book slump for a long time last year, like for like over a year, and it affected me making videos and like how often I was making videos, and I just felt like I always was taking long breaks that I didn't really intend to take. And I wanted to have this consistency, but I couldn't get it, and so I don't know. It was all this stopping and starting. I think the main reason though is that I'm lazy. Um, I am really bad at consistency, and also I want my channel to be better. Mainly that's in like talking about more interesting things, going into depth into books, having interesting perspectives on things that I present to you in the videos, and also presenting those ideas in the best way that I can, and being as eloquent and as efficient with the language that I use, and that is difficult, I think. I think it's difficult to have an interesting perspective, especially when you're not engaging with the community and you're not reading. Like, what do you have to have an opinion about? I also just feel like those videos themselves are difficult to make because sometimes you have to script them. Like, there's a lot of like preparing, unless you, because if I don't prepare, if I don't like write like bullet points, I will ramble. I ramble very easily. And it's just like there's a lot of preparation needed for that, and a lot of trying to figure out what your ideas are and how to present them. And then also, I'm just sort of like, sometimes I feel like my perspective isn't that interesting. But like, I feel like I should still just share things and share, like, because it's still my own perspective, it's still my own opinion of things, and everyone sees things differently, and I think that there are these booktubers that I really admire because of how well they communicate their ideas, and because of how many ideas they have. Like, I'll read the same book as them, and they have taken away such interesting things and have talked about it so well, and I really want to do that, but I think I'm scared of how difficult that is, and so because of that, I think I haven't been making those videos, and because those are the videos I want to make, I haven't been making videos. The second question is, what have you missed about making videos and booktube in general? Katie talked about this in her video, consistency and making things all the time, and creativity being brought up because of that, because when you're making things all the time, you think about like that video that you're making a little bit differently. You're like, how can I do this differently? You come up with different ideas, and creativity just comes up, especially when you're doing creative things. And booktube is just a really cool, creative, I'm saying creative a lot, it's just a cool thing to do, and it's great because you start a project, you finish it, and it's done, and you can't, like, you've uploaded it and you can't fiddle with it anymore, and you have to move on and learn from that. And it's fun and it's cool. And so, what's the question? I've missed making videos and being creative, and I've also missed like knowing what's up, knowing what books are coming out, knowing about all the discussions that are happening, and just like being more a part of the community, feeling like I'm more like, like a part of BookTube. Question number 3 is, what are some books you want to read even though the hype has died down and or you've been otherwise unable or unmotivated to read them? So I recently read Shadow and Bone, which is one of those books, and I didn't really like it, and so right now I'm gonna stay away from hype books. I have books that I want to read that's on my TBR, and I'm just gonna like go for those because I'm going really slowly through the books that I want to read, so I'm not like, I don't need more books to read, so I'm good with what I have. Question number 4 is, in a perfect world, what are your reading and uploading schedules like? In a perfect world, I would be reading a book a day and consuming it and enjoying it and experiencing it fully and not feeling rushed at all and taking away everything that I can from that book, just like every day that happening. That would be wonderful. And uploading schedule, I think, would just be like, I would never think that I wasn't uploading enough. Like, I would just constantly be inspired and constantly just like be getting videos done and uploading them when I could, and just feeling really like good about how much stuff I'm making, but not like I'm like doing too much, but not too little. Like, I just wouldn't think about it. In an okay world, it would be like 5 a month, which is what I'm aiming for, so we'll see how that happens, how it goes. The final question is, why do you want to stay on Booktube and not just call it quits? So, I really like Booktube. Booktube is just a really great community. I love making stuff for Booktube, and, making videos, being creative. I love talking about books and discussing books with you guys, but I also love hearing what other people have to say, hearing those really interesting perspectives and opinions about not just stories and themes and characters, but also on those issues and those just, like, books are not just about stories, books are about so much more, and they're a reflection on other parts of life, and it's interesting to be able to experience that while reading it and discuss it, but then also to see how someone else has interpreted that, or to learn from someone else's experience. And there are so many interesting discussions happening right now on Booktube, and it's just a great community. It's a community that's sort of about discussing things and discussing ideas, which is a community that I want to be a part of. So that is the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much to Katie for making this video. It was so great. If you want to do it, definitely do the video and check out her video. I will link it in the description box. And I would also love to know if you have anything that you want to get back to, like if it's Booktube, or if it's a different hobby, or like a different life thing. I would love to know about that, and like how you plan to get back to it, and why you want to get back to it, or why you stopped doing whatever it is. Yeah, talk to me in the comments. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.